jump right into it. Appreciate everyone coming out. I'm ecstatic that all of you are here. I feel like everyone here can learn something from what I have to say, from what all of us have to say. But even if you feel like you have a pretty good handle on things, I think that, oh yeah, absolutely. Testing. Testing. Is it on? Oh, there we go. There we go. Can everyone hear me in the back? We're good back there? Okay, cool. All right, this is the basics of web business, how to approach your web presence from a business standpoint. The main thing you always want to keep in mind is how are you going to get more sales, either directly or indirectly. So that's what I always like to keep in mind. That is the whole reason we're doing this, for the most part, and 99% of the cases, that's what we're doing. All right, the first way you're going to benefit from a web presence is the legitimacy of your business. Now, I don't know who else does this, but when I first hear about a business that I haven't heard of before, the first thing I do is type it into Google. Anyone else do that?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
It's just, you want to see what's out there. You want to see if anybody's bashing them, especially on the first page of Google. If they're getting bashed, then that's not a good sign. You want something backing you up. Even if it's as simple as a Google local listing, which is free to get. You can just sign up for Google Local even if you don't want a website just yet. You can do it today when you leave here. Just Google Local, and you can have your listing on there for free. And it's a good way to start generating some phone calls. Another huge thing is the use of advanced statistics. You want to use what works and don't use what doesn't. It's that simple. You use a tool called Google Analytics, which is a free tool. You pop it on your website. It's pretty quick. If it's a little intimidating, have your web developer do it for you. But with that, it's pretty user-friendly. You can hop in there and see what is generating your goal. Your goal can be your contact form being filled out to generate a lead. Your goal can be a phone call. There's ways to track phone calls now. And then at that point, you can see where people are coming from and what exact path they're taking to get to your goal. So, you can kind of cut out what's not really working for you too much. And you want to convert more visitors to buyers. Use what works best and stick with what's working for you. Increased exposure. I always like to tell people that whenever you do get a website, it is the first step in turning your business into an international business, because at that point, you can accept an order from anywhere in the world. Even if you have a service business, even if you're a contractor, you might get something from Mexico, like a 2-month, $1 million job that you wouldn't have had the opportunity to otherwise. So it really gives you a lot of chances for partnerships and opportunities as well. As you go, you're going to notice that you're going to get emails from people who are looking to do partnerships with you, and it's really cool. I get these like once a month, people who have really interesting ideas, and they want to kind of build on what they do as well as what you do, and it's equally beneficial for both parties involved. It's really fun, it's a fun way to build your business, and one example of this is affiliate marketing. I've been doing this since '03. Affiliate marketing is a way to sell your products through webmasters as salesmen. These webmasters can put links to your site on theirs or any kind of means they want to. And all you have to pay these people is a commission for each sale that they generate. So we're talking a percentage, as opposed to hiring a traditional salesman who's going to possibly need some kind of recurring or, just a salary. These people, you only pay them when they make a sale. And a lot of the big dogs are doing this. eBay's doing this. Amazon's doing this. Ticketmaster's doing this. If you're trying to cut costs and you don't have the money for a traditional salesman, get an affiliate marketing program, and it's a very cost-effective way to generate sales. Content syndication is interesting because it allows you to have your content on other people's sites through an RSS feed, which Jerry touched on. Also, you can have other people's content on your site and build on that and change that and do whatever you want with it. There's a lot of ways to work with it. It's just two opportunities that present themselves among many others. that lead to higher ranking on Google and more sales. Alright, so bear with me, some of you said that you already have a website, right? This is for people who don't yet have a website, who are kind of considering it. The first decision you want to make is who to hire. You want to consider the in-house staff employee, either part-time or full-time. The good thing about this is the site can be more active. If you want to get higher on Google, which everyone does, you want to make your site as active as possible, update your content as often as possible, and it's really easy when you have an in-house guy or girl to update the site constantly and stay on top of this.
When you say often, I mean, you're talking once a week?
I'm thinking once an hour would be optimal. Yeah, that totally sounds unrealistic, but if you have the in-house guy, it makes it a little bit easier. I know.
Okay.
Okay. If you...
Every week? No, every hour.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah.
It would be low to it. You might
have one little blurb or something.
Think about it this way. YouTube gets updated every minute. YouTube is a good site because they don't have to do any updating themselves. The users are doing it.
Exactly.
They're putting it in the hands of their visitors.
Videos, yeah.
YouTube annihilates the search engines. It does so good because it's constantly, I think 30,000 hours of videos uploaded per day. I just heard that on the way in. 30,000 hours uploaded a day of video. So, the more often you do it, the better. You're not always going to have a practical application. You can always feed in your Twitter through your website automatically. That can be auto-generated, and it'll update your site. When Google sends spiders to your site, either really often or not that often, and it'll rank you higher if it sees that you're more active. So that's one thing to keep in mind. Another good thing about an in-house guy: instant turnaround for requests. This means that if you want to make an update, he can usually get to it pretty quickly, as opposed to a freelancer or company having to take 2 to 3 days to get to your request. So you got somebody there who's ready to go for you. And then the bad, the low-cost web designer may not have the experience to make the most of your investment. What this means is, an affordable web developer is probably going to run between 40 and 55 to 60,000 a year from a hiring standpoint. And just because somebody